My name is George Beecham.
George Beecham.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You carry cry come to the program Brekete family.
Yes, sir.
Make God use ordinary president wipe your tears,
Yes.
as they do with many people.
Yes, sir.
Where you from come?
I'm from Taraba State, Karim Lamido local government.
Natar, you from come to this program, or you they live for Abuja?
I dey live for Bauchi, as at the time I was serving in Bauchi. So, but for now, I'm squatting with relatives
In Abuja, here.
because of the case. Since from the time I started pursuing the issue at the force headquarters level, and I could not see meaningful reaction. So that is why I decided to now come here, given the records and the kind of promises that you people have been fulfilling in helping the voiceless. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God truly they work with this program, and people will be our partners and good-spirited people in different government offices to help wipe people tear. Waiting be the complaint, make we hear them.
Okay. First of all, sir, I forgot to greet mommy. Mommy, good morning. Thank you for what you have been doing for people. Actually,
You go straight to the point, because time not too much again.
Okay,
The important parts of the matter will go help us to understand waiting be the issue, waiting be the injustice, waiting you don't do, waiting we go fit do now. Make sure say you go get justice by the grace of God.
okay. On 17 November, I received a signal for dismissal. So November last year, 2022.
2022.
Yes, from Bauchi State Command, where I serve at the state CID. So I investigated a case of armed robbery, where a suspect was handed over to me, where I discovered that he was in possession of a car, one Peugeot, and handset worth 1.3 million.
The suspect.
Yes. But as at the time,
One handset or multiple handsets?
7 pieces of handsets, brand new, Samsung product, to be specific. So, and what happened is, we have a tradition in police that whenever such transfer of cases is being done, it is expected that the suspect will be transferred to you along with all these items I have mentioned.
Because they are exhibits.
Yes, but that was not done in that case. Because he was earlier arrested by the men of SIB of that same command. And we discovered, we had that he escaped from their custody before his second arrest, where he was handed over to me. And the following day that he was handed over to me, he escaped again from custody of men on night duty.
You did night duty that day?
No, I was just an IPO.
But first, even make we get these things right small.
Yes.
When they transfer them to now,
Yes, sir.
what make them know transfer the exhibit where they arrest them with for the first time?
These are some of the issues that led the matter to this point that led to my dismissal. Yes, and when I asked my SO, sir, I understand that there is a car and handset involved in this matter, but why is it that you have handed over this case to me to investigate, and the suspect's property that was found in his possession was not handed over to me? What will I do, peradventure this matter get to the level of court? With what will I use to defend my case? He said, that is not my problem.
Even those handsets, if he be say get some evidence where you go find inside those handsets, then we go help you.
Thank you very much. Very well, sir. Even his own handset that he was using, that was used to track him earlier, I was told by one of the police officers at the SIB that they could not find the handset, that he kept the handset in his car and it was stolen. If had it been that handset was handed over to me, that would have assisted in making my investigation activity very simple.
So as they hand over this suspect to you, you discuss in a second arrest. They've been done arrest and before.
And he escaped.
They talk say escape.
Yes, they talk say he escaped. But me, based on the way I got information from him, it wasn't as if he escaped. Yes.
Waiting you find out.
Yes. But I raised that issue, nothing was done. So I was detained for 1 month, 6 days.
Before that time,
yes,
you talk say the following night,
yes,
the same person escape again from people where they night duty.
Yes.
I can't ask you whether you did night duty.
I no did night duty at all. I was just an IPO in that case.
Okay.
And taking over the investigation. So when I was to leave office that day before his escape, I went to the cell guard and handed over the suspect duly as it is required by the police procedures. So,
talk to the microphone.
Sorry. So when it was discovered that he escaped, I had already placed application for travel because I have one of my sons that was seriously sick, that we were referred from one hospital that we should go to one traditional man that practiced both modern medicine and traditional in Maiduguri. So my SO asked that I should write application letter being Friday that day and submit to the admin office, which I did. I called my OC. My OC also approved that I should put that application and move on, given the condition of my child. So we did. While on my way at Yobe on Friday, I received a call through my wife that my suspect escaped from custody. I said, what's my own business in this matter now that I'm on my way? I've already gone to Yobe, out of Yobe to Maiduguri. Please, let me go and come back since I have a health challenge at hand. By the time I'm back, we'll sort out the issue. They kept calling me that I have to come back, go see this and that. I said, sir, I don't have money. I even have to borrow to travel for the sake of the health of my child. I cannot be working for the peace and security of other people when my own family, problem is disturbing me. It will not give me the comfort to continue doing the work well. So because of that, I say, please, I'm sorry, sir. I will come back because I've gone far now. If I come back, all the effort I put will be useless. So I went to Yobe, Maiduguri.
Keep that microphone close to your mouth.
Thank you, sir. So I went to Maiduguri and also we were able to meet the man and he helped us, gave us some medicine and we started giving the child. Today, as I'm talking to you, the child cannot talk. So when I came back...
Sorry, how old is the child?
He's just 4 years, getting to 5 years now.
Oh dear.
So because of that, when I came back, they now just dropped me in the cell.
But is the child improving in other areas?
Well, he can't talk up to now. That's his condition. So when immediately I returned, I was detained. I was not given opportunity to meet the DC to explain my position and how things transpired during the time the suspect was handed to me and some certain, irregularities that I sensed in the whole case. Will be
like red flags.
Yes. So I was detained for 1 month, 6 days, without being given opportunity to see the DC to explain. Oftentimes, if I ask the SO, please take me to DC, let me explain my position, he will say, DC said he doesn't want to see me. I say, why is it that other criminals that kill people commit armed robbery, once they are brought to state CID, they have to pass through the DC for DC to interview them to hear their case before assigning them to the relevant department that will investigate their case. But in my own case, as a personnel in that department, I was not given such fair hearing. And at the same time, when the night duty men were now detailed for ordinary trial, they were taken to one different adjudicating officer and I was taken to another different adjudicating officer in one case. So until they finish my case, I haven't heard anything about their issue. They that supposed to be accountable as to the escape of the suspect.
Because they were the ones on duty.
They were the ones on duty. And the cell guard of that morning duty that I handed over the suspect before leaving the place of work came to this the room trial officer of my own case and attested to the fact that I have duly handed over the suspect to him. It is here, I have the copy of everything here. That he has actually received the suspect and handed over to men on night duty. Still, nothing was done. I say, why is it that I was detained alone and these people were left freely walking till 1 month plus 6 days? Nothing was done to them. I felt that there was no justice. Then, summarily, having gone after the proceedings, the commissioner now went through the outcome and recommended that I should be served warning letter. That warning letter was served to me. And I received the warning letter without...
Okay, before the warning letter, you mentioned, say, it gets some irregularities where you see.
Yes.
Because sometimes when matter like this day, part of the reason why they open up the matter now, if it be say no be only you, where they go through this, or where don't go through this, or where you even ever experience this in life. But as you talk,
yes, sir,
they themselves go fit learn 1 or 2 lessons where go help them out of waiting them day, or where go help them make you know reach where your own reach.
That is why I have to thank God for the opportunity to be here. Honestly, with due respect to good police officers that are in Nigeria, we have a lot of them. That time will not even permit me to mention their names here. But
Some
So many
mention,
things.
because here, no be only people will do bad thing with a mention.
Yes,
people will do well, we appreciate them,
Yes,
we
there's-
encourage them.
There's one superintendent, Justin Takyun, such a nice man. I don't know his current posting now. But honestly, if we can get police officers like that man, Nigeria will be better. Yes.
Why you talk so?
Because he has been a very good man. He has guided me even when I was serving with him. He has never condoned any act of lawlessness. So many things he has done that time will not permit me for me to be able to use the remaining time.
No problem.
So one of the irregularities, as you were saying, is that week that posting was released, I discovered that the cell guard that performed night duty that night that the suspect escaped was not the officially assigned cell guard. And I have the copy here. Yes, they have made an unofficial change of cell guard for that night. It is here, I have the copy. After that, I raised that issue.
And the way he take escape, nobody say he fight them. They just quietly escape.
Sir, there was
like
71, yes, there was 71 suspects in the cell as at that night. There used to be this situation when suspects that were ill were kept in one room. And that night, there are 2 police officers that they also were under investigation for having committed something wrong, I don't know. They slept with the suspect there. Nowhere was scratch on the wall or through the window that you can say this suspect may have even an escape route. But mysteriously, the suspect escaped. And they could not account for that. And they are asking me, the IPO, to produce the suspect. Even after when the commissioner of police, I know that he was not well briefed about the case. Well, oftentimes I go to his place, to his office for interview. He doesn't give me more than 5 minutes. And whenever I want to talk, he will say I should go to his PA. And when I go to his PA, the PA will be, talking to me in such a way that is unbecoming. But I used to keep myself calm because I know that at the end of the day, justice will prevail.
So you notice first we say they made the person on duty that night.
That night the cell guard
just
on
changed
duty,
them that night unofficially.
I raised the issue to this SO who happened to be my 2IC. He said that one is not an issue. I said, sir, there was a change of posting that I asked you whether you are aware. You say you are not aware. And as a police officer, that's supposed to be a point of concern for justice to be done in this case. So why is it that you say that is not a concern? Me, I'm not comfortable with that. So the trial was concluded. I was served warning letter.
You never finish.
Yes, sir.
You get all that things where you talk.
Yes.
Say, first 2 things where you don't mention now. Say, exhibit where they collected from the person.
Yes, was not
telephones worth over 1.3 million naira
yes.
from the armed robber, the suspect.
Yes.
Say, and the vehicle where they collect, including his personal phone, none of them was handed over
to me,
to you
as the IPO to continue the investigation. And I now began to think it's maybe because of all these things that they set me up, so that they would take possession of those properties. And when I raised this issue,
something there for this one where you talk, because it happen.
Yes, sir.
It happen. We don't see it many times.
With all due respect to good police officers, yes, it's happening. Yes, it's happening. So I was served warning letter even when I was not given room to appeal against the outcome. Because the 2 count charges that they meted on me was that I absented myself from duty for 1 good week without lawful permission to travel. After which my superiors that I work with them cordially have guaranteed that I should travel. We spoke on phone with them. The record was there. Only that I lost my phone.
And you also say you applied.
I applied. They even at the Odilun trial session, they went to the admin office and called for that letter. Only that the letter was not processed because the following day that I traveled was weekend.
Okay.
But because of the condition I explained to them, and they have reason to believe that, they say I should be on the journey. By Monday, they will process the letter and it will start counting from Monday. Because weekend, we don't go to work except if there are cases where you have to attend to your own suspect who is desirous of your help or maybe any help, assistance or food. So I traveled. Because of that, they said I absented myself for 7 days. And because of the way I started seeing manipulations in the whole case, where...
Wait. You go hold on there.
Yes, sir.
You get some aspect of this matter where I know one make you begin to continue on air with it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And Where you say you don't go, you say you don't see who for force headquarters?
Initially, I started from
the talk when he peak.
Yes, I started from the CP. I started after the DC transferred me without his knowledge to another village. I was working there, and when the CP was not on seat, the DC now called me again through a signal that has a copy here, which they used to say that I deserted job for 82 days without permission. Which it is that same signal that the DC asked that I should come and interview him, where in the process of the interview, he threatened that let me not.
Okay.
Yes.
You go to force headquarters again.
Okay.
With the person where we don't send this morning.
All right.
They go hear you.
Okay, sir.
Anything where they do or tell you, you go come back.
Thank you. Thank you.
I go talk with them after the program.
Thank you so much.
It gets some aspect.
Really?
The ones where we say it go there relevant to people where they your kind of job or where they get similar experience.
Yes,
that's
sir.
one. Nahima, I don't let you talk. The other ones,
I understand, sir.
leave them.
I understand.
I beg you.
Thank you.
So
sir.
I say you go get justice by the grace of God.
Thank you,
because this no be the first time where matter like this happen, where we say true, they do the person injustice. And when the matter reach as they talk am now, it reach to force headquarters, they know the delay to look am again, make them correct them. Even on top this program, one of them talk am say, they know say, as human beings, they know they're perfect, and their system know they're perfect. When something go wrong like this, they are still there ready anytime to look at me again. As long as say not true where you they talk, and the evidence there where go prove say what you they talk not true.
Yes, sir.
So now with this one, we go end the program today.